Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's the Indoor Hunter, and once again, back on the Angler, because, well, to be quite honest with you, it's a lot of fun. And I think today we're going to be trying for our very first diamond in the game. I don't know how capable we are of doing that quite yet. We're still in the very much beginner phase, especially on this account, so we don't have access to the bigger gear. But that's for sure our kind of main goal today is going to be leveling up to where we can actually unlock some of the stuff and maybe get lucky enough to catch our first diamond. This is a good example though. If you're just starting out playing the game, don't get too tunnel vision on one particular area. I mean, this game is focused on exploration after all. If you're not getting bites, simply move on somewhere else until you find where the fish are. We've got something jumping here though, so that's a pretty good indicator that there's probably fish. Guess we'll give it a shot. But that's kind of where the second part of all this kind of comes in play. You find your spot, find where the fish are. Now you have to figure out what they're biting on, just like real life, you know. Plethora of baits and whatnot you kind of got to experiment with. Of course, you got your sizes, and that's a pretty simple one to figure out. The smaller the bait, the smaller the fish, the bigger the bait, the larger the fish. That's kind of the basics of it. Now, the quality of what you're using also has a factor into it, but that's a little more advanced, a little bit further down the line. Here we go. We got our first fish on of the day, and he's put up a decent fight. Sure what he's gonna be, but he's trying to take some line. Looks like it might be a sturgeon. Here we go, shovel-nosed sturgeon. That's actually our first ever. I believe this is one of the newly added species. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'll take it. 5.44 pounds. Now you can see the numbers here next to the indicators. That's your proficiency rate with whatever you're using. Once that's maxed out, you basically get more money every time you catch something with it. So it's a good idea to start exploring, like ranking those up. That way you can earn as much money as possible. Now again, the bigger the bait, the bigger the fish. In theory, we've got some lily pads. I just bought this fairly large frog. Let's see if we can get something decent on the line. Well, something smashed it, but it's not exactly big. It's a bronze largemouth bass, but this is actually our first largemouth on this account, so we'll take it. Something else I'd like to point out, you can do different techniques with a simple button press. You can see that on the left-hand side there, but you can also do it manually, but it's a lot harder than you think, so I like just to use the button method. Dang, we already got one fish on. They're liking the frogs, and he's taking line from us. I don't think he's that big though. We've only got 5-pound test on the reel here, so I don't expect an absolute giant. However, he's taking us for a ride right now. Secure that catch. I still am not sure what it is. It's a pretty decent northern pike. Again, a first for us. For this frog is actually proven to be quite effective right now. I'm digging it. Obviously not the biggest pike, but it's a start. We're making money in XP. I don't know if it's a fluke or if the frog is where it's at. Maybe it's the location we're in. I mean, these are just a bunch of lily pads, but every single time we've thrown this frog, we've gotten a fish. He's like right here, but he's wanting to fight so hard. We're like at the cusp of getting him in. Come on. It's another pike. I don't know how big he is. He's putting up a bigger fight than the last one. Oh, every time that secure catch comes up and we miss it by just a second. There it is. That is a tiger muskie. Pretty freaking awesome. 5-pounder too. That's definitely going to help us out on our challenges. Gotta say, our in-game character can likely rival David Goggins. I'm not sure. Someone way smarter than me should calculate the math here at how fast we're running right now. But I'm feeling confident we can outrun a Kodiak bear. We're getting some good cardio in. Getting out here to a remote location in hopes of finding some sort of giant fish. Again, I know at first I was slightly critical about the looks of this game, but the more I play it, it looks seriously very, very good on the Xbox Series X. And this kind of goes to show just how good Avalanche Studios is at optimizing their games. Because, again, Wave the Hunter technically looks better than this, but the performance is terrible on these new-gen consoles. This game looks stunning. The render is amazing. I'm just kind of nerding out at that. I really hope to see in the future Call of the Wild to get some sort of update like this, maybe using the new engine, or maybe even a Call of the Wild 2. Well, this just goes to show why you should go and explore, because we're going through this cave here to get to the spot, and there's a little...
Stegosaurus skeleton, Taurus delight, hunter's poison, a mature doorstop. Call it what you will, but what you're looking at is a bona fide bone.
Okay, well, I guess we found a dinosaur bone. That's pretty cool. Well, there we go. It's been a hot minute since having a fish on, but the old topwater frog has done it once again. Not quite sure what we're into, but he's pulling line, so he's got to be somewhat decent. Got him pretty close to the boat now. I think he's a pretty decent looking bass. And it is. That is a gold largemouth. Let's go. Again, the reason I'm excited for that, unlike the Hunter Call of the Wild, the metals really do mean something in this game. So a bronze is definitely much larger than like the smaller or whatever. But a gold is a real deal fish. I mean, it's a 5-pound largemouth that I would absolutely be ecstatic about in real life. It took us 2 minutes to get him in, of course, on the legendary frog here. Pretty happy with that. Fingers crossed, we've got another decent bass on the end of the line here. I mean, no sooner did we throw the other one back, our first cast with this big old frog. Got another one to slam. It's another largemouth. This time, however, it's just a silver. But to further kind of emphasize just how important those metal rankings are, when you look at the top left, you've got your currency. The metals actually work as currency now. So the more golds, diamonds, and rares that we get, the more stuff we can buy. So this is why it's important to catch this kind of stuff. we go. We finally have something decent on the line here. It looked like a pretty big pike. Not 100% sure though, but this will definitely be a good fish to end it on. And this thing is just fighting like crazy. I love it though. Again, we're right there at the cusp of not having good enough gear for this. If we had a little bit better stuff, this would obviously be much better. But it's kind of fun though. I mean, he's pulling every bit of line we've got on this reel right now. Man, I hope we don't lose him. This is definitely going to be a fight that we're going to have to be smart about. I'm afraid if he keeps pulling any more, we're simply not going to have enough to actually get this guy to come in. He may pop the line before we ever get a shot at looking at him or anything. This thing is huge. Oh no. There it is. There it is. He's going to pop the line right here. Well, I guess we just ranked up, but man, come on. I hope we can tire him out. No! Dag nabbit! Man. Well, that was exhilarating, I'm not gonna lie. If we had just a little bit better equipment, I think that would have ended much better for us. Unfortunately, he just pulled he stripped every single bit of line on that reel, and now he's gone. So, unfortunately, we're not ending with an excellent catch. We're ending with, well, that you guys just saw what happened. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.